Talk TV here on the NowMedia TV network. We're ready to come in and talk a little bit today about building the foundation of your business. It's all about building foundation. Everything today we're going to talk about. One of the foundation we're going to talk about. Number one, we're going to talk about legal. You got to have the legal structure of your business set up right. Number two, you got to be prepared for taxes. You got to be prepared for taxes. It's the most important thing. Number three is finance. Finance and taxes, they're definitely not the same thing. And you as a business owner, you need to know the difference, because if we don't have cash flow, we don't have to worry about taxes, we don't have to worry about legal, we don't have to do any of that. So we got a great guest today. We're going to have Jen Drago in, we're going to have David Murphy, we got Keith Hoffrell. We've got some great people that are going to come in, they're going to share their knowledge, and they're going to really help you, the business owner, get going and build the business of your dreams. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to head out to the break here in just a second, and we're going to come back, and we're going to start off with my good friend, Jennifer Drago, and she's going to talk to you about basic business coaching and what you need to do to build your business. I'm Michael Rager, I'm Biz Talk TV, and NowMedia.
Hey y'all, Fathead here with Fathead Spices. My goal is to give you Texas-made spices, rubs, and food products for all your events, whether it's outdoor, indoor, or just hanging out at the deer lease. We got you covered. We're proud of our customer service. We want to help you make your food better. One thing's for sure, y'all, life short, spice it up.
As a critical aspect of your operations, you need the right technology partner to provide you and your business the peace of mind of having reliable and efficient IT systems. In addition, with cyber threats, ransomware at all-time high, adequate, continuous, and proactive data protection for your business is an absolute must. Hi, this is Roland Parker with Impress Computer Solutions. We are experts in tailored IT solutions and professional 24/7 IT support services. We proactively monitor, maintain, manage, and protect your IT and data assets. Additionally, we have the know-how and horsepower to do the correct procuring of any and all computer systems or software your company may need. Having the correct IT infrastructure and not being able to operate safely and correctly is very expensive and can eventually destroy growth. So take a decisive step and call me today for a complimentary consultation at 281-647-9977 for your unique IT needs.
If you have the perfect health insurance plan and you don't want to save any money, you might want to stop listening now. However, if you are like the rest of us who know that the number one cause of bankruptcy is unexpected medical costs due to subpar coverage, you really want to listen closely. Even if you owe 20% of your medical costs for a large claim, like cancer or a bad accident, it will wipe out the wealth you've worked for your entire career. That's why when it comes to choosing health insurance, it's important to get the right coverage for you and your family. I'm April Clark with Clark Health Insurance. My mission and passion is to simplify the process for small business owners, families, and self-employed individuals. Protect your health and start saving money on your insurance today.
Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your host, Michael Rager, the business guy. So we're getting ready. We're going to kick off today with Jennifer Drago. Jennifer, in her Peak Private Faith framework, is going to talk a little bit about why you need a business coach and why you have to invest in leadership to grow your business to the place you want. So Jennifer, go ahead and take it away.
Welcome to Peak to Profit, where each week we share practical and tactical guidance to help you lead a profitable business. I'm Jennifer Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help businesses develop a laser-focused strategy and roadmap for business growth so that they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify the impact that they have in the world. Today on Peak to Profit, we are business coaching and its cousins, leadership coaching and executive coaching. I'm going to explain what a coach is, how they can benefit your business, and how to select one. According to the International Coaching Federation, ICF, coaching is defined as partnering with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. ICF goes on to say that the process of coaching often unlocks previously untapped sources of imagination, productivity, and leadership. Partnering with a coach can change your life, setting you on a path to greater personal and professional fulfillment. Sounds pretty awesome. The coaching profession has exploded since the pandemic. Every day I see advertisements for life coaches, career coaches, wellness coaches, transformational coaches, business coaches, energy coaches, and executive coaches. When it comes to your business, the two most relevant coaching types are business coaching and executive coaching. These are the two types of coaching that I provide, so I would love to explain the differences between the two. Business coaching focuses on strategy and generally is helping an entrepreneur, a startup CEO, or small business owner to develop a clear vision and strategy for their business, as well as goals and an action plan to meet that strategy. Business coaching improves processes and offers solutions to current problems. Some business coaches, like myself, are also trained to help the leader identify and move through blocks or limiting beliefs that may be impeding their progress. For a startup or solopreneur, I believe that a coach provides an important sounding board and mentor for the leader who is essentially working on an island, trying to get something to work, trying to make their business successful. Even when you have a small team, a coach can help hold you accountable to the goals that you set for yourself on a regular basis. An executive coach, on the other hand, generally coaches executives or senior leaders in a company. They can also work with an entire executive team or management team. The goal of an executive coach in this instance is to focus on both the leadership skills as well as personal development. But if they're working with a team, it could be working on the team dynamics and their performance, so how the team works together, how they perform overall. Executive coaches typically are hired to help C-suite, vice presidents, and other executives with setting, tracking, and achieving both business and personal development goals, such as improving overall staff motivation, increasing productivity among their team, and improving their own communication skills. What are some things you should know if you'd like to hire a business coach or an executive coach? Well, first, you want to make sure your coach has work experience in the area that they're going to coach you on. If they're an executive coach, have they been an executive? At what level and for what tenure? If they're a business coach, what's their expertise in strategy and operations? Secondly, you want to be sure that your coach has been trained in an appropriate coaching certification program. So, many people will believe that because they have acted in an executive position for a number of years, that they're trained to be an executive coach. Well, coaching involves a very specific framework of how you work with a client, and this is taught through coaching certifications programs. So, I would recommend trying to find a coach that has done what you want to do, but also is certified as a coach. Next, you want to ask if the coach that you're considering has a coach. And this is kind of interesting because most great coaches who know the value of coaching and espouse that and communicate about that every day will invest in their own coach. For example, I have several coaches that help me in different areas of my business based on their expertise. You will also want to make sure your coach is a great fit with you and your personality. Your coach has to be your mentor and your accountability partner. And most of all, you have to feel comfortable sharing openly both your opportunities and your challenges with your coach. So if you don't feel comfortable openly communicating with your coach, then you probably need to keep looking. You can also ask your prospective coach to do an introductory coaching session, which will demonstrate their skills also show you what a session might look like with them. If they won't do this, they may not warrant your business. Most good coaches will do an introductory session so that, again, you can test the fit, you can make sure that you like their style and the types of things they're going to do for you and with you. Next, you want to look for testimonials on your prospective coach, and you could also ask to speak with some of their clients. If they're a great coach, they will have raving fans. They will have great testimonials and social proof that they can share with you. And finally, if you're hiring an executive coach to work with your team, your management team, a key step is to make sure that everyone on the team is bought into the idea of having a coach, as well as the end goal of the coaching assignment, which may be improving the team dynamics or helping them to work together better. This may be difficult as you may have some skeptics on your team who don't believe in the value of a coach. Open and honest communication about the primary goal of the coaching engagement will generally help to engage most members of your team. I hope that this discussion of the differences and similarities between a business coach and an executive coach was enlightening. Your action takeaway today is to consider whether a business coach or an executive coach can help you in your business to reach your goals and get further faster. If you have any questions about coaching, please feel free to contact me through my website at peaktoprofit.com. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Hey, Jen, that's some great information. I know myself as a coach, it's always great to have a coach to help you because, that's it. If we're not getting better, we need somebody to hold us accountable and get us where we need to go. So this is some great information. So if you're looking to grow your business, I really recommend you seek out a coach. All right, we're going to be right back here on Biz Talk TV. We're going to go to break. So we're going to come right back with Christine Gunderson. We're going to talk some accounting and bookkeeping. We'll be right back after this.
Hey y'all, Fathead here with Fathead Spices. My goal is to give you Texas-made spices, gloves, and food products for all your events. Whether it's outdoor, indoor, or just hanging out at the deer lease, we got you covered. We're proud of our customer service. We want to help you make your food better. One thing's for sure, y'all, life's short, spice it up.
¿Alguna vez has deseado obtener mayor concentración y energía para ser más productivo? ¿O has deseado volver a dormir como cuando eras un niño y despertar descansado y listo para salir con toda la energía del mundo? Hola, mi nombre es Marisa Ures con Malvarancy. Nuestra empresa ha estado produciendo durante más de 30 años esta molecular que llamamos ESS60. Ayuda a con su visión, ayuda a las articulaciones y la flexibilidad. Balance con ESS60 en aceite de oliva, aceite MCT o aceite de aguacate en nuestro enlace www.vitaless60.com. Contáctanos al 832-463-1919 o al 888-441-1993 o por correo electrónico a marisa@myvitalcy.com.
Are you a small business owner who's overwhelmed and exhausted? You've tried many strategies, but your business just isn't where you want it to be. You wish someone would give you a roadmap to grow your business so that you can finally live the life you've imagined. Now is the time to get crystal clear on your business strategy so that you can work smarter, not harder. With our support, you can fully step into your CEO role and run your business rather than your business running you. Hi, I'm Jen Drago, award-winning strategist and business coach. I help entrepreneurs and small business owners develop a laser-focused roadmap so that they can earn more, work fewer hours, and amplify their impact. Let's face it, most of the small business advice that's available online is cookie cutter and filled with fluff that will never serve you. It's time for you to stop doing things that aren't moving your business forward. I will help you develop an actionable, focused plan to grow your business in a way that lights you up. Contact me today at peaktoprofit.com to get started on your business growth roadmap.
welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your business guy, host Michael Frazier. Man, this is just so awesome. You know, we've got Kristen Gutterson coming up. She's going to talk about one of the newest things that's happening on bookkeeping and accounting. It's called real-time accounting, and how this is going to help you grow your business and become a better business owner. So, take it away, Kristen. Tell us about real-time accounting.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on the Biz Talk show today. Again, I'm Kristen Gunderson with Gunderson's Bookkeeping. I'm here to get all of your bookkeeping and tax questions answered. Today's question that we have is, what is real-time accounting and why is it important? Why should I care about it? How will it help my business? So, real-time accounting is so important. What it is it's having your bookkeeping all caught up to the present, having it current, having everything entered in, having it reconciled, and knowing exactly where your books stand, where you stand with what your bank accounts are, how much profit you have, your revenue. So it's really good. Like, you need to know those numbers if you want to run your business and survive. The risk of businesses, small businesses going out of business is huge. I think I can't remember the statistic off the top of my head, but it's like 90% don't make it to year 2. And a lot of them don't make it to year 10. And like, I want small businesses to be able to survive and to thrive, not because they're going out of business because of cash flow issues. Small businesses are the backbone of America. Like, I want y'all to do awesome and to kick butt. So what's the opposite of real-time accounting? So the opposite of that is you have a year's worth of bookkeeping outstanding. Like, you have no idea where your business is, or even worse, like, you have several years of your books are not done. Most people think of doing the bookkeeping when the taxes are due. Your taxes could be due March 15th or April 15th, depending on what type of business you have. And that's when most people, like, at the beginning of the year, like, ooh, I should probably start doing my bookkeeping. And I haven't looked at it since January of last year. That is not real-time accounting. If you're doing that, you're probably in trouble, or you have no idea how your business is doing. So why you want to have real-time accounting done is you want to be able to know how your business is doing. Some examples are pricing. Like, you might need to adjust your pricing and maybe adjust your profit margin. Like, especially these last few years, like, the inflation has been out of control. Like, my poor restaurants, like, if you're not doing real-time accounting, you have no idea. Like, yeah, you may know, I used to pay for a dozen eggs like $2, now they're like $5 a dozen. Like, you may know that, but you have no idea how it relates to your bottom line. Like, we need to be able to know those profit margins and make adjustments accordingly. Or the year before, it was in the construction industry with building. Like, the cost of lumber and stuff just skyrocketed. But if you don't know how that's affecting your business, like, and know those profit margins, you won't know how to make those adjustments. And like the quotes, like, you could quote something out for the construction industry last year, and like in a month, they might have been obsolete prices already. Like, so you need to be able to know these things and know how they affect your business, what industry you're in, and how to adjust accordingly. Another thing is inventory. Like, if you don't have real-time accounting, you may not know what's flying off the shelf. Like, what you need to reorder like quickly, or you may not know what's sitting on the shelf and what you don't need to order anymore. Maybe you need to do a deep discount to get it off the shelf and not order it again. Like, it's not selling, so don't order it anymore. Another thing that you might be able to discover with real-time accounting is you might have a worker that's non-productive, or not as productive as they should be based off of their pay or their wages and their pricing, right? So with today's cloud accounting softwares that are out there is no reason, like, you shouldn't have real-time bookkeeping. Bank feeds are out there. Bank feeds are with the cloud-based accounting. They literally, like, if they're connected and you're doing, like, if you can do online banking, you can log into your online account, you can have them connected to your accounting software, and every day it will show you what's cleared your account, like deposits, what's expenses have gone in. Like, there's no reason why you can't have real-time accounting. And
today's world. Like years ago, you might have had to have someone on staff being able to enter in all the checks that you're writing and all the deposits. But there's no reason why you can't have real-time accounting with today's technology. So, what are some of the benefits that you'll get with real-time accounting? So, the first one is you're going to have better cash flow management. You are going to be able to see what's coming in, what's going out. You'll be able to see how much you have in your bank balances, like how many months of expenses can you go if you don't get another deposit, and how many months can you operate without getting money in the door? Like, this was really crucial a few years ago when COVID hit and the country shut down and people weren't able to operate their businesses. Like, you need to know what your cash flow is. You are going to be able to faster correct in your pricing, hiring, inventory, margin mistakes. You're going to save money. You're going to be able to increase your profits faster. Like, these are all really great reasons to have real-time accounting. Another thing is you're going to be able to faster identify identity theft, and fraud. Like I said, if you have bank feeds set up, it's showing you daily what is coming into your account, what is going out of your account. So if you see an expense that you don't normally have, or if your accountant sees an expense, we definitely let them know, hey, you have an expense of X amount of dollars from vendor XYZ, and this isn't normal. Like, is this something new you're getting into, or is this fraud? And then we can jump on the phone right away and call the bank, get that credit card canceled, and work on getting that refund back into off of your credit card or back into your bank account. So that's another really, really important reason to have real-time accounting, is because fraud's becoming more and more popular out there, unfortunately. It's just the way it is right now. You're going to be able to see if you're making a profit or if you're at a loss, a whole heck of a lot quicker if you're doing real-time accounting. You are going to be able to lower your accounting costs because you're doing it real time. Like, if you get it done yearly and maybe there's mistakes done or whatever, that it's just going to cost you more and more and more. So if you're doing real-time accounting, it should probably cost you a little bit less than if you're doing it once a year. And plus, again, you're going to be able to see what's happening and be able to use those numbers today to be able to make better business decisions for your business. You're going to have more peace of mind. I have a client, he hired us 3 years ago, and he was afraid to look at the numbers. Like, his spending was kind of out of control, and he was afraid to look at his numbers. So we got him caught up, and then we're doing real-time accounting with him, and we look at his books with him every month, and he has so much peace of mind. And I know this because he's told me several times, like almost every time I get on the phone with him, he tells me that he's able to sleep at night because he knows his numbers now. He knows that he's being taken care of, and he knows how much money he has on hand in case he doesn't get another job for a while. So this is really great information to know. And then again, you can be really proactive. When you know the numbers, you can be proactive with your business management. You'll be able to capitalize on opportunities because you can. And because they show themselves in the numbers. And again, inventory is another huge thing. Being able to know what to order, what not to order, what to order more frequently, and if you need to discount things. So those are all really great reasons why you need to get on real-time accounting. If you're like, okay, Kristen, I'm ready. I want to do real-time accounting now. What do I do? I'm going to get it done once a year at tax season, and either owe a whole bunch of money or I don't owe anything. That's another really good thing, is you'll be able to know how much money you're making and how much money you need to make in estimated tax payments by simply running your reports. Or you'll also be able to know, if you owe sales tax liability. So you'll know how much you owe, and you'll be able to make them timelier, and you'll be able to not have as many penalties or interest. If you do underpay on your taxes, there's penalties and interest that go with that. So you'll be able to reduce your penalties and interest that you pay what you should when you need to. So if you're like, okay, I really need to get on real-time accounting, the number one thing to do is
is if you're still doing it once a year, at least get on quarterly. Like if you're doing it every 3 months compared to once a year, that will help you out. And if you can go from quarterly, go from monthly, it will be able to help you so much more. Being able to see those numbers real time and know exactly what's happening, because some people don't even look at their bank statements or credit card statements when they come in on a monthly basis. So if you can get it real time, that is being done every single day, that is the best. So we are here to help. If you have any questions on anything that you heard about today, you're like, yes, I need to get on having like real-time bookkeeping now. We can help. We actually love helping our clients. We do have a QuickBooks Online class. If you want to learn how to use QuickBooks, like we have that course for you. You can do that on your own time. And then we have a 6 weeks coaching class that if you need a little bit more hand-holding and have questions throughout while you're watching and just learning how to do it yourself, like we have that available also. If you're interested in that or just need help, if you're interested in the QuickBooks class, you can text QBO 101 to 855-798-3350. Or if you need help, you can text the same number, help, to 855-798-3350. And again, you can find us on social media. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, at Gunderson's Bookkeeping. Thank you so much for having me on today. I hope you have a great day.
Hey, thanks, Kristen. That was some great information. I know as a business coach, one of the things that my clients hate to do is their taxes. And by giving the information up front really lets them make quick and the best decisions for their business and help them grow. So we're going to come back and we're going to be talking to Keith Coffin. We're going to talk a little bit of tax planning for 2023. So don't go away. We'll be right back here with Biz Talk TV here on the NowMedia channels.
Hello, my name is Colleen Eagle and I'm an attorney. Let's talk business. Do you have a business that you want to buy or sell? It's crucial to get an attorney involved sooner rather than later in any sale process, because the moment that documents are signed, your leverage goes right out the window. So make sure that you get what you really want and protect yourself in the process. So if you're looking to sell, let's talk. I've handled acquisitions for Fortune 200 companies and helped numerous business owners discover how a great lawyer is a partner in a transaction, guiding you through the process and preventing you from making mistakes that can cost you thousands. My goal is to provide my clients with focused, cost-effective, yet practical legal solutions. So let me help you with your legal needs. Call me today, 713-300-9662.
You probably already know that first impressions are never forgotten. However, did you also know the way you feel about yourself contributes to your quality of life and the opinions of others? Hi, my name is Kristen Gunderson. My mission is to help people by flipping the switch inside their body, which in turn will help them to feel better and do more. In fact, once you feel your best, you will be able to pour into others, keep your cup full, and reach every goal you have set up for yourself, whether it's personal, family, or business related. The way you feel will dictate the way you think and the way you live your life. Feeling your best is necessary to achieve your goals. You deserve to put yourself first. Let me help you flip the switch so you can feel better and do more. Let's talk. I know I can help.
¿Alguna vez has deseado
back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your host and guide, Michael Rager. Hey, we're going to come in with my good friend Keith Cothrell. He's going to tell you about tax planning tips for 2023, because tell you what, the laws are changing. You need a professional like Keith to keep you on track so you know what your business needs to do. But Keith, tell us a little bit what's going on and tell us how we plan for our taxes in 2023.
Thank you, Michael, for having me on Biz Talk today. Today we're going to talk about another item that I've been asked to talk about, and that's tax planning for 2023. What are some of the basics? And so what I've said before in earlier segments is I've talked about hiring the right person, having good records, don't get aggressive with your expenses, for items that are not business related. So we've kind of talked about that before, but now we're going to get some more detail on specific things. Remember that 1099K is a new thing that a lot of people have heard about, worried about this year. It's been expanded to include things like your payments from Venmo and Cash App and Square and things of that nature. And so it's been, the IRS's FAQ has said that we're not worried about transfers between relatives to do reimbursements for groceries or something. It's only what's called a third-party settlement organization. But I don't know if I really agree with that. I don't know if I really think that that's true. I think it's a possibility some of that could get snared up. And what are we talking about with this 1099K? Why does it matter? Well, it's all transactions that add up to $600 or more in these apps are going to have a 1099K issued by that particular provider, Venmo, Cash App, whatever it is. And that's where it can really ensnare a lot of people. So that's one of the things to be concerned about. The child tax credit is going to get reduced. It was $4,000 for a while. It's going back to $2,000. That's another thing to consider. Your mileage rate currently is 62.5 cents per mile. That ends this month, I believe. And so that's going to go back next year at some point to probably about 58 cents a mile or so. It could stay the same. We don't know yet. And then the other issue is after January, no more 100% entertainment and meals are going to be allowed. So you were allowed to take 100% of your meals in entertainment expenses, but that's going to stop after January. And then there's something called the qualified opportunity zones. And this is the case where if you have a qualified capital gain that is deferred into investment, is either sold or exchanged by December 31st, 2028, whichever is earlier. To qualify for this program, you have to generally reinvest your qualified capital gains within 180 days of the sale or exchange of such item into what's called the Qualified Opportunity Fund. And this fund must invest the gains in a business within a qualified opportunities zone. And if you hold a fund for more than 10 years, any gain related to the fund investment is going to be tax-free. Individual is eligible to defer their capital gain as long as the property was sold to an unrelated party. So you can't use this if your brother owns something in a qualified opportunity zone. It's only third-party arm's length transactions we're talking about. Cryptocurrency, this is a situation in which some people are probably, if you're still in it, if you're still doing it, then it's treated basically typically like a Schedule D, like a stock is, or sell a property. But it can be treated as wages, and if you use it for wages, then it's going to be subject to payroll tax issues or reduce a gain or increase loss by selecting a higher basis, the higher basis lots of cryptocurrency for sale. So if you look at your lots for sale, you can kind of pick that to reduce your gain or increase your losses. Taxpayers, specifically identifying the lots for cryptocurrency, they should ensure that they maintain adequate records. So basically, if you're going to do that, if you're going to try to work around to reduce your gain or increase your loss, make sure you have really good records of it. And that's all that we really have regarding cryptocurrency and regarding tax planning for 2023. So thanks again, Michael, for having me on. And if anyone needs to reach me, I've got my email there, my phone number there, 832-402-4440, and I'll see you all soon.
Hey, thanks, Keith. Man, that's some great information. I'm telling you, as a business owner, it's so hard to stay up with what's changing with the IRS. And it's so great to have somebody like you to keep us informed. So we're going to be coming back with some more legal questions, my good friend David Murphy. So we'll be right back here on Biz Talk TV on all the NowMedia channels.
Are you a business owner feeling overwhelmed or burnt out with no energy left for what's most important to you? In order to effectively run your business and maximize your profits, you have got to be the best possible you that you can be. Now is the time to reclaim your energy, master your schedule, and maximize your profits so you can effectively run your business rather than it running you. It's time to become the CEO of your business and life. I'm Jen Goday, a business strategist and life coach. I work with overwhelmed business owners who feel stuck in a rut and depleted. I teach you how to stop doing the things that aren't making you money and start prioritizing the things that bring you energy, joy, and lasting impacts. I'm a human performance specialist and an international best-selling author. I've helped countless people all over the world to learn the art of saying no, overcome their fear, and maximize their performance. Let's get you to live your best possible reality. Start today and become the CEO of your business and your life.
The legal system is challenging and risky, especially if you don't have the right attorney at your side. Hi, my name is Sonia Aston, and I'm an attorney with over 30 years of experience. I've helped small and medium-sized businesses and business owners to make sure that their legal rights and interests are protected. As general counsel for you and your organization, I can draft and review solid contracts, minimize the risk of litigation, review and prepare comprehensive business succession plans, or help you navigate your company with the local, state, and federal government. Take a decisive step today. I'm here to make sure your legal rights are protected and you have a peace of mind that you deserve.
Hi, my name is Elias Rosales, founder of Little Marie's Cafe Restaurant in West Houston, located in 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Here you will find a family-friendly and relaxed environment where you can enjoy a delicious homemade breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know you need to get to work fast, and we want you to enjoy our tasty, quality, and healthy homemade food. So come and visit us for a great, nutritious meal at an affordable price. We specialize in tasty breakfast, deli sandwiches, fish, even barbecue cookouts. Little Maria's Cafe has it all. We only use the great quality of organic meats and produce. Just like you,
Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV. I'm your business guy, NowMedia, and I'm so glad you're joining us out here on all the NowMedia TV networks. Man, it's time again. It's time to talk law. I got my good friend David Murphy. David, how are you today?
Michael, we're doing fantastic today. Thank you.
And great to see you. So last time you were with us, we talked about, hey, some of these important details about starting up your business. And then we wanted to talk a little bit about non-competes and what makes them enforceable. Tell us a little bit about it. I know here in Texas, they're a little bit tricky, aren't they? And it differs around the U.S.
It can be. One of the big issues with non-compete is whether you're putting it into a transaction, a contractor's acquisition, or an employee position. The law varies between those two. But the first thing with all contracts, there must be consideration to make the contract enforceable. If you're providing benefits or requesting benefits from a party, they need to give something in return. So at the beginning of a contract or an employment relationship, make the contractor or the employee sign the contract, and then that contract is the consideration that employee or contractor is working through. If you have to do it after an employee gets started with you already, then continued employment has been argued with the court. As consideration, it's a little loose. It's better to be supported with additional training or education that benefits that employee, making them a better person in the market for themselves. Certainly a small raise could be consideration. And if in the contract relationship, after the agreement is started, the non-compete can be a little bit more difficult to pursue with them. The same rules apply. Consideration, even in the smallest form, is still consideration for the contract. The second is,
what happens when we go looking at different geography and the duration? I mean, what really happens there?
Well, so everything with the court system is going to be tested on a rational basis. So are the restrictions for the geography and the duration of these agreements rational? The courts have seen that if the non-compete is unduly burdensome, then they're going to strike it down. Someone has to be able to make money to feed their family. Durations have generally routinely been upheld by the court for a 2 to 3 year period after signing or after maybe the termination of employment. Geographical restrictions up to 100 miles from the location of your operations have been considered rational in many situations. An independent contractor structure, the consideration for rational basis is a little looser, and the duration and the geography is a little more different because you're not restricting them specifically from engaging in activities that are economically benefit families. So it's a little lighter structure for a contract.
What happens when we get into the term competition when we see it out there? How does that affect these agreements?
Well, that's a very, very good question, Michael. The more defined the agreement structures competition, the better off that the agreement can be for. Naming companies whom you compete with, or employees that are restricted from being spoken with, is a great example of how that can be defined and limit the questions at a later date.
Okay, so the most important thing, I guess, comes to this: as a business owner, if we're going to put these agreements in place, we have to enforce them, right? Why spend the time and the money after if we're not going to enforce them? How hard is it for a small business owner like me to enforce these things?
Well, the enforcement process it isn't so difficult. It's really about your desire, but it's always going to come down to a question of economic. The greatest question we have as business owners is the law of economics. What time, energy, expenses is it going to take to enforce this, and do I have the willingness to do so? The best written agreement is never any stronger than your desire to prosecute those who violate it. And that goes for any contract, whether it's a non-compete or some sort of vendor contract you might have.
So, we're going to wrap this section up here in just a second, David. So if you're going to go out there and give this business owner one thing, one thing he's got to do when it comes to, either giving an employee or a contractor a non-compete, what's the one thing you're going to tell them they have to really look at?
I would make sure that you read your contracts. I can't tell you how many times I have business owners come to us and they've gotten into a situation and they either didn't read the contract or didn't seek advice on what that contract truly meant from a legal standpoint and didn't understand it. And then they're fighting something that they never knew they had a problem.
Well, man, that's awesome, David. Man, I just love having you here. You know, some great insights. The business owners that are watching this show are really going to, they're really going to learn from you. How do they get a hold of you, David?
We can be reached at www.murphyslawllc.com, or you can reach us at the office 281-475-2022.
All right, man. David, thanks so much. I love having you on here. It's going to be, it's exciting having you, a good friend and a good lawyer that I know, come on here and give me some more just solid business information to the small business owners out there that are watching this show. Thanks a lot, David. We'll see you next week. This is my business guide. We're going to go to commercial now. We'll be right back with more Biz Talk TV.
Hello, my name is Colleen Eagle, and I'm an attorney. Let's talk business. Do you have a business that you want to buy or sell? It's crucial to get an attorney involved sooner rather than later in any sale process, because the moment that documents are signed, your leverage goes right out the window. So make sure that you get what you really want and protect yourself in the process. So if you're looking to sell, let's talk. I've handled acquisitions for Fortune 200 companies and helped numerous business owners discover how a great lawyer is a partner in a transaction, guiding you through the process and preventing you from making mistakes that could cost you thousands. My goal is to provide my clients with focused, cost-effective, yet practical legal solutions. So let me help you with your legal needs. Call me today, 713-300-9662.
Hey, are you a small business owner that's struggling to double or triple your revenue and profits? My name is Michael Rager. I'm your business guide to teach your business to fish. Our success operating system will help you double or triple your profits every 2 to 3 years while actually maintaining some semblance of a home life. Call us at 713-201-5559 and we'll help you become a real success. Hey, welcome back to Biz Talk TV here on the NowMedia TV channels. I'm Michael Rager, your business guide and host. Oh man, it's so awesome. My good friend Roland Parker from Empress Computers, and we're going to talk a little bit about tech. Roland, how are you doing today?
Doing great. We had a great New Year's, had a really good time at the Riverwalk, and now ready to hit 2023 with the big stick.
Well, man, there's some things been going on. There's been a lot of email breaches we've been hearing about in business. Tell me about that. What's going on? Why is it happening? And, give me the 50,000 foot view of what's going on.
So pretty much what we've seen is that in the past, the bad guys will try and get in and do something straight away. The big impact to businesses at the moment is that the bad guys, if they happen to get access to your emails, they're not doing anything straight away. They're really just sitting there and monitoring your emails. And then they're getting really, really creative. What they're doing is that they're actually creating domain names that are similar to yours and domain names that are similar to the people that you're corresponding with. They'll change one letter, add an S, add an N. So it looks very similar. They copy the signatures and then they jump in between. And the recent things that we've seen ourselves, one was a $140,000 wire transfer, the other one was a $300,000 wire transfer. And what happens is that they simply, as they're corresponding, they jump in between and say, by the way, our banking information has changed. Here's the new account information. And the people are transferring that money. If you don't catch it, that money's gone. And you can report it to the FBI. But it's going to be very difficult to get that
can we protect ourselves?
So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, so that if somebody tries to get access, it's going to send them that text to your phone or through your authenticator app. The second thing that you want to do is that you need to have some type of security embedded in your email. So if somebody has access, we can get alerted to say, okay, wait a minute, your email is being accessed from outside the country or from a different IP address, and we can look into it. It's also going to send highlight with a ribbon across the top of the email to say, this email is coming from John, but it's a different email to his normal domain. So it puts you on high alert. With that email security, it's also going to eliminate anything that's got malware or spyware embedded into it. It's going to eliminate that from the back end. So employee training, two-factor authentication, and advanced AI security around your emails are the three essential things that you need to put in place to prevent this from happening.
So how will we know if somebody's actually accessed our account? Are we going to get alerts? Is something going to happen? Bells and whistles going to go out? What's going to go on, man?
So the thing is, unless you've got some type of security around it, you don't know. So the guys could be sitting in there, and they're getting very creative on how they will change the back end to say, when this email comes in, go ahead and delete it automatically. Because in the past, you would say, well, I'm going to check my sent items, I'm going to check if emails are going out to my contacts. But now what they're doing is that they'll use your email, but then they'll hide it. So you've really got to have that security put in place. Otherwise, you're going to be completely blind to when the guys are sitting there looking at your emails, just waiting for an opportune time.
Well, let me ask you this. This is something that happened to me this week, and it really confused me. I got a company that I got an account with. They got an email, pretty much looked like theirs. Pretty sure there was no links to it, nothing for me to click, but it said, "Hey, you need to go ahead and update your credit card. So you can go ahead. We noticed it's expiring." And I went to look at this, and then my credit card is expiring. And I called the company, and the company's like, "Well, we don't have that credit card on file." I go, "Me either." So at least they're alerting me that there was nothing for their link for me to push on it or remove. Is that something that I need to be worried about?
So unless you're actually clicking on a link or an attachment or giving your credit card information to somebody, because that's typically what they're going to do. Normally they're going to ask for your email and password so they get access. Okay. Or they're going to request you to put in your new credit card information, but they'll put it in a link that they can capture it. So as long as you haven't responded to it, and you did the best thing, you actually phoned the company, then phone the phone number that's in the email, because it could be taking you to the bad guys that are pretending to be the good guys. And sure, no problem. Let's get you the card information and we'll get you up and running.
No, so what do we do as a business owner when we find out that our information gets to the dark web? What happens then?
So the first thing is to know that your information, you're not going to know if your information is on the dark web unless you're monitoring it. So you need to have a dark web monitoring service. We do offer that for companies where the dark web can be monitored, and it will alert you to when your information, your credentials are on the dark web. Now, getting rid of it is a little bit more difficult. It's on the dark web. You've generally got no access. If you put it there, so to remove it is extremely difficult. What you can do is make sure, okay, wait a minute, this email and this password is something that I'm currently using. So if you get the alert, you can now make the changes, change your password, put additional security in place. Removing it from the dark web is difficult, but treating it to say, okay, now I've been exposed, let me make sure I increase my security, change my passwords, put on my two-factor authentication. That way, you're going to knock the bad guys out before they get a chance to do it. But you've got to have that dark web monitoring in place. Otherwise, you're not going to be in the dark.
So where do we get that? Where do we get the dark web monitoring? Is it some of the basic stuff we already get, or do we got to go get something special?
So normally that would be a subscription. We do offer that for anybody that we do IT support for. We can do the dark web monitoring as well, and that'll just be as part of your service. You just let us know
is the stuff that I got on the dark web. Nobody wants to see that. So that's what it is. And so thanks so much for coming in, Roland. I really love having you come in here, bring the tech stuff to us. Hey, we're going to go finish up right now. We're going to talk, this has been a great show. We've got great people. We're talking about taxes. We've been talking about your accounting. We've been talking about, hiring a leadership or business coach. And what you need to do is building the foundation of your business and making sure it's strong. When I go out and help my companies, I look at 6 things. And one of my mentors, a guy, Frank Mulo, he taught me this. He's a big car guy. So he came up with the 6 cylinders of a successful business. First, you got to have a strategy. So we're coming into 2023. What's your strategy? What's your short-term strategies? What are your long-term strategies for success? Next, you got to look at your sales and marketing. How do they fit together? How do your customers buy from you? How does your marketing go ahead and lead your customers to the right place so you can do what you need to do? The next thing is your operations. People don't realize that if they really want to increase the profit in their business, become efficient in your operations. It's not about marketing and sales. Once you get your operations up and going and running strategically and quickly, you'll make more money. Then we want to go ahead, we want to look at our systems and processes. We want to think through things that are duplicatable. You got the technology, just like Roland talked to us about, that's going to protect you and let you move to where you've got to get to. Then you got to have people. You got to have great people that are helping you do what you need to do. And you got to go ahead and develop leaders, and you as the business owner, you got to lead those people, not manage them. That's a huge thing we got to look at. And the last thing, we had a couple segments about it today, is your finances. You've got to understand your finances. If you don't know where your money's coming from, you don't know where it's going, you're going to get your business in trouble. Those are the types of things that we want to look at in building a strong, solid foundation for our business. We want to make sure as business owners, you've heard it, that you never build a house on the sand. You want to build it on rock. You want to build it there. If you go ahead and build a solid foundation, concrete foundation for your business, you're going to be set up for success, not just in 2023, 2024, so on and so